Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I am so happy to be back with a new video for the latest release from Alex Syberia Designs. We are doing a YouTube hop. I will share all the details about how to win some of the prizes in the description below, but also just in a second when I'm ink blending and I have some time to explain everything. So for my card today, I am using the new Garden of Blooms layering stencil set. It doesn't have a coordinating stamp set, which means that it's a pretty cost-efficient product, and it's also a really fun way to get a no-line coloring look, so I really like this. It has 7 layers, which is so many layers, but it comes together really nicely. And this way you can never mess up the layers. You just put them all in the corner of your MISTI. I always like to tape my cardstock down so that never shifts on me, and then I use the magnets to hold my stencil layers in place. I'm using some Pinkfresh Studio inks. Later on I will pull in some Concord 9th inks as well, and they're all held in place by my trusted Inkstand Mini. So about that giveaway. For this October release, we have a YouTube hop going on right now. That means that this is not the only video you will see with this release today. There are plenty of other people sharing their ideas and sharing their card designs in videos today. You'll find them all in the description below, or the next one and the previous one at least, and you can hop along. All you have to do to win one of the gift cards is to leave a comment on each stop of the hop, and gift cards will be, or the winners will be picked randomly, which is exciting and fun. The gift cards are one $50 gift card, and there are 3 $15 gift cards up for grabs as well. So yeah, now the flowers are all done and I'm just going through the leaves right now. These are some Concord 9th inks, and I do admit I'm not super happy with this. I really like this these greens. They're not really the issue. The issue is that they dried back a little bit more than I was expecting. So especially for that darkest green, I should have gone up one more shade darker, and that would have pulled this flower together a little bit more, I think. So this dried back a little bit more than I was expecting, and you can't really see that darkest layer anymore. So I'm a little bit disappointed by that, but it's still a pretty nice card in the end, I think. Now, I want to put this on a dark background, and to make that look nice, I am going to outline this flower with a marker that actually matches the cardstock that I'm using for the background. Now, I didn't have a marker that fit exactly with the cardstock, so what I'm doing instead is I am using 2 markers. I am going around this with one marker, and then I'm going to go over everything again with the second one, and that creates the exact shade of my cardstock. So if you're doing this and you're thinking, well, I don't have markers that match my cardstock, you can probably get something really close by just layering up your markers. Obviously, that's going to take a little bit of extra time because you're going to have to outline this twice, but I think it's worth it in the end. I really don't like a white outline around a no-line colored image on a dark background. It gives me the ick. But yeah, once that's done, I'm going to die cut this, and again, gonna admit a mistake here. I should have die cut it before I did the outline. Now, I did do the outlining with the markers before die cutting for a reason as well. So it just creates less of a mess if you do it before die cutting and you don't have marker going everywhere. But it was a lot harder to line up the die when the outline wasn't white anymore. So next time I'll just deal with the marker mess, and yeah, we live and learn, right? Now this cover die is probably one of my favorite Alex Syberia Designs cover dies. This is the Tiny Flowers cover die, and I've cut it out of a navy blue cardstock, and I'm gluing it down onto a very, very shiny gold holographic background. So I have put that under my cutting mat. You can still see it, and that will hold it in place while it dries. Because of that shiny surface, it will take a little bit longer to dry fully. I'm also going to layer up this floral image, just put an extra die cut behind it, and this will give it a little bit more stability, make it a little bit more sturdy. For my sentiment, I am using the new Bloom die from Alex Syberia Designs. This has a shadow layer and a scripty layer, and I've cut the shadow out of navy cardstock and one's from white. I've layered those together already off screen, and for the scripty layer, I did the same thing, except the top layer is a gold glitter cardstock, and there are actually 2 white layers behind it because I love dimension. So I'm layering those together again with liquid adhesive. If you don't like liquid adhesive, you could use those adhesive sheets and die cut from that. That could work. I have never once used those. I really like liquid glue, so yeah. I am going to prop up that image with some foam tape. I always like to put a bunch of foam tape on some parchment paper and then cut it into pieces. This way, whichever scissors you're using, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to gunk up on your scissors because there's basically release paper on both sides. So it's not going to gunk up your scissors at all, and it's really easy to cut that way. So peeling that release paper off, and then I can put that on the front of my card, and it's basically finished. It's such a bold image on a dark background, and that always works. Whenever you're stuck with your colors, think of like a pretty light color and just put it on a dark background. It always works. It has never failed me once. I am going to be a little bit fussy here and add some tiny pieces of foam tape as well to that bloom die, just on the back of the M, which is the only piece that is going to be hanging off of the flowers. And I'm just going to glue the rest on top of that flower cluster. I really like how this card turned out, especially all of the shine on it. It is still pretty subtle on video. In real life, it is insanely shiny. All of that gold holographic cardstock peeking out from behind that cover die, the bloom glitter sentiment, and then these pink embellishments from Pinkfresh Studio. It's just the perfect finish for this card. I really like how this turned out. I hope you like it too. So that's it for my video today. There is also a video that I did on the Alex Syberia Designs YouTube channel. But again, this is a YouTube hop. So if you are looking for more inspiration, all you have to do is go to the description below and click on the next video or the previous one, whichever order you want to watch them in. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the hop. I hope you enjoy the release. Don't forget to leave comments on each stop of the hop for a chance to win one of those gift cards. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!